You've been here 50 years. You have put your heart and soul into this franchise. In fact, you are the heart and soul of this franchise.
You know, belonged to the New York Rangers, and for a few years I was up and down with the New York Rangers, never a regular. But they expand to 6 more teams to make 12. So the day of the draft, I was in the hockey office in Baltimore watching the draft going on, and you're hoping, you want to play in the National Hockey League. My chance to play would get drafted by a team, get picked up by a team. So as it turned out, I went through the draft and I didn't get picked up. I had been protected by the New York Rangers. The next day I found out that there was a trade made with the St. Louis Blues and that I was coming to St. Louis. So to play in the National Hockey League, knew I'd get a good chance to play. I was excited. It didn't matter where I was going, just to go somewhere. And as it turned out, it was probably the greatest place to come was in St. Louis. I was coming to the National Hockey League.
Bob Plager holds it in, gets it to Berenson. Back for Bob Plager to Henry at the side of the net.
Clears it behind his own goal for Bob Plager. They all start to push. Bob Plager came in. Now they drop the stick. They're ready to do battle. Plager flails away at the right hand. He gets green sweater over his head.
Follow me. It's like Cheers, they have their name here in their seats. We take care of our customers here. This here picture is the first night, the first game was played in St. Louis. This is the players that played in the game. You mentioned names, Dickie Moore, Doug Harvey, Glenn Hall. Those were your heroes. I mean, we were much younger than them. They've won 7 Stanley Cups, 6 Stanley Cups each. It was very, very special. It was different here. And first part of the season, we didn't have 15,000, 16,000, 17,000. You were getting 4,000. And as the season went on with our hockey team, and the more people that got to come, they fell in love with the game. And by the end of the year, we were packing the building. And our second year in St. Louis, you were in line. You had to wait to get season tickets. There was a waiting list. So you come down to the rink. This is in the morning, or close to the afternoon, but the people were lined up all around this building to buy tickets. Ronnie Schock scoring the winning goal in the double overtime of the 7th game put the St. Louis Blues in the Stanley Cup. Al Arbour, John Arbour, they handcuffed them after, and they were taken to the Philadelphia police. There was a big fight in the stands. That was the night, the fight in the stands in Philadelphia. I was one of the first ones up in the stands, but I didn't get to go to jail. Of all the pictures you'll see in here, this has to be my favorite. The first game the St. Louis Blues played was against the Minnesota North Stars. And I skated out on the ice, played the first game, and Minnesota, on the other team, my brother Billy, my younger brother Billy, who had made this Minnesota North Stars. So it was the two of us that got our chance to play in the National Hockey League. And my brother Bark, he was a lot better hockey player than myself or my brother Billy, but it was just, it was a tough break for him not getting picked up in the expansion. But then the trade was made. Scotty Bowman took over as the coach for the St. Louis Blues. It was a day later that the trade was made. Ron Stewart and I think it was Ronnie Atwell were traded to the New York Rangers for a guy named Brad Berenson and Bobby Plager, and from then that made the St. Louis Blues. And there's the 3 of us. It's my younger brother Billy, myself, and Barkley. We're playing in Montreal, and it's hockey night in Canada. Scotty Bowman comes in after the warm-ups. He gives the starting lineup. Bobby, left wing. Barkley, center. Billy, right wing. So right there, you look at each other, and but then you're going, right now, my mom, my dad, everybody, you're thinking everybody that's in Canada is going to be watching us, the 3 of us, the starting lineup.
Bobby's a special person. He's one of those guys that he's always lighthearted, he's always having fun, but he's really competitive. And he has trouble watching games that are important games, and because he's got an internal passion for this team, and he cares.
You never came to play the St. Louis Blues, and it was going to be an easy day. And Bobby was, you know, a huge part of that culture.
He epitomizes what it is to wear the blue note, and someone that we should all look up to and say, this is how you're supposed to represent not only the city of St. Louis, but the St. Louis Blues.
You know, there was one thing, I think my brother Bark and myself and a lot, we never cheated the fans. We went to the game, the fans were there. You played for, you learned, you played for your teammate, the guy beside you. You played for the fans, you played for the owners. I don't think there's one shift that we went out there we didn't play our best. Some nights you're going to have bad games. I mean, we've had a lot of bad games, but it's not because we didn't try.
Everybody has those high training camp numbers in the 70s, 80s, and I walk into my stall and I got number 5 hanging up. And there's an article that came out and talking about how Bobby liked the way that I played and really thought that I was going to do something as a Blue. So it was a huge honor and a lot of expectations to live up to.
When I look back when I came in 1976, I mean, that's 40 years ago, it was the Plager brothers that really ran the locker room. You come in, you hang your jersey up, you don't throw it on the ground. I mean, that sweater meant so much, and that blue note. You have to look back to Bobby as being the guy, one of the guys that started that.
We are going to raise your number into its proper place up in the rafters next to Barclay's number 8. And you and Bark will be together again and forever because we are going to officially retire your number.
I'm very blessed. Played St. Louis and 50 years, still be here. I'm very, very fortunate, very lucky. Thank you. This is the daughter's house. There's the big guy. Blues hockey. What's new?
This, that.
You wanted this right away because it was number 5 on it. You went around at the alumni game at the Winter Classic, and all the alumni that played, you got their autographs.
This is Barclay's
First year
sweater.
1967. And here's one of the coach's favorite.
Is Bobby Orr.
Bobby Orr, the greatest defenseman to play the game. As happy as I'm going to be, everything I do right now it's my daughter and my son. So they'll be proud of me. They'll be able to talk about me. They'll be proud. And you see the two back there, Jacob and Katie, and I know Jacob just how proud he is. And I've gone to the school with Katie and her classmates, and you know, I'm not grandpa, I'm the coach. And when the coach goes there, they're proud of me.
Here's the game.
2-minute penalty, shot it out. Oh, he's going out now. He's quitting. He's quitting. Put that on TV. Get that on TV. I'm very nervous about the whole thing. I mean, it is quite an honor. I don't know if people know there's so many great things about it. You're going to have your name and your number up in the rafters. Every sweater you look up there, I always says they're all thoroughbreds that are up there. I said, now in St. Louis, we're going to put the Clydesdale up there, the worker. So the Clydesdale's going to be up there with all those thoroughbreds. I'm very fortunate. I go to the rink all the time, and believe me, every game, there's something going on, I always look up there and I see the number 8 hanging there, and every game I go say something to him. Well, let's see what's going to happen tonight, or what team's going to show up tonight, or now I've thought, now I'm going up there, my sweater will be beside him. I'm still going to look up and say something to him. But you know, you know, I break up a little easier too. I talk to my brother about my brother Bark. It's tough. It's been a long time, but the players are up there. That's what I've always said. But they all deserve to be up there, and it's great. And for me, and to get my sweater put up there, it's. I hope, you know, that people think I'm as good as those guys that were up there, because they're good.